Hey guys. All right. Let's see what we have. Hey Thomas. All right. Let's see what we have. Let me see where everybody is. No, not yet, Thomas. No, not yet. All right, let's come on in so we can get started. I'm not going to keep you guys long today. Hey, Angie. Hey, Lori. All right, we're going to get started in a second. You want to be live already, Keisha? You want to be live? I hadn't even started. You want to be live?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Oh, I don't know how to take it off now.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna get back.
Okay, join again. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. No, a lot of people not joining, but that's okay. Okay, she's back. All right, so today, what time is 7:05? I'll give him a few more minutes. So, she said no. Every time you join in, it says that you want to be on live. You want to join live, and I don't know why. So, okay. All right. So, did everybody bring a mirror or something today? We're gonna try to do a little activity today, and I'm just drinking my tea from this morning, so, and it's hot. All right. So, welcome everybody. Make sure you like and share. Tag a few people, so we can get this out here a little bit, especially with the holidays, because some of this stuff we're going to talk about is definitely going to be fitting during Thanksgiving. So make sure you like, share it to your page, tag a few people, tag, so that they can take a look at it. Even if they don't join us live, they'll be able to take a look at it at another time, which is still fine as long as somebody can benefit from it. So that'll be fine. So today, the topic, I kind of wanted to talk about, hi Miss Vamicia, and good, I'm glad Miss Vamicia joined on, let me get my dates right before I mess up. I posted on my flyer on my page today, let me make sure I get this right. Miss Vamicia is having January 14th a Vibes and Vision Board party. It's going to be the best one yet. So make sure you guys get your tickets because it's going to sell out. I sent a message today about adding a few friends, and I don't know if they're going to be able to get on because the tickets are going really, really fast. So make sure you get your tickets. It's for January 14th. It's Vibes and Vision Board. So make sure you get your tickets. The link is on my page and under the comments. So make sure you guys get your tickets for that event. It definitely will sell out. So make sure that you guys check that out. It's on my page. And if you have any questions, you can put them on the chat because Miss Vamicia is on the chat. And Miss Shakita, thanks for joining. All right, so let's get started. Again, hello everybody. Make sure you like, share, even if it gets to one person. We're planting the seed so that somebody can get this. Not about me. This is just about getting the word out to somebody because we never know what somebody's dealing with. Again, I'm not perfect. This is not because I have letters behind my name or I've had this job or that job. That's not what this is about. This is because I feel led to share this information because I feel like somebody out here needs to hear it. I'm not sworn by this. This is just something that I feel the need to share so that somebody's life can change based on the trauma that I've been through and some of the things that I've been able to work through and make it here. So this is just kind of what I'm doing. Again, I told you guys when I first started, this was something that was weighing on me really heavy. And I continued to get just a lot of phone calls and a lot of questions about what do I do? I'm embarrassed. I don't want to ask the questions. I don't know how to do it. And so here I am for those people. So I'm here for the people. So make sure you share, tag people. And let's kind of be intentional about this. I'm a firm believer. I'm a vision person. I'm a dreamer. And I think this can go really big. So when you tag people, they don't have to be in Jacksonville. I don't know if you guys saw it on Instagram, but I tagged Tyler Perry. I'm going to tag Taraji P. Henson. Like, their stars are big in mental health. Like, you know, I have visions for this. I mean, all of us can go and talk about this, you know, a lot of places. Like, I honestly believe that I'm chosen for this. If I go, you guys go. So we got to dream big about this because we don't want to just impact Jacksonville. We want to impact everywhere. And we may have small voices right now, but they don't have to stay small. And that's why we're doing this. Like I said, this is not about me. This is about changing lives of people that are going through some of the stuff that we've gone through or that we've been through. Because eventually you guys may want to come on live and say, hey, I did this, I did that. And, you know, that's what this is about. People need to see this and understand that, you know, there's a way out. I can make it. I can do this. I can do that. And they look like us. And we don't talk about it enough. That's something that, you know, we talked about this before. It's kind of swept up under the rug. Nobody talks about it, you know. And that is kind of why, hi, Miss Candy. That's one of the reasons I talked about this topic today, because there are so many times that holidays come up and we are sitting at the table with people that have abused us. Like, and we're supposed to be okay with that. Like, we may be at the table with somebody that has, you're welcome, Miss Angie. We may be at the table that somebody has sexually abused us, emotionally abused us, physically abused us. They may be narcissist. It may be domestic violence. It may be an auntie or an uncle that you know looked at you the wrong way, that may have touched you. It could be anybody in your family that you're dealing with, and you have to sit across from them and they have to pass you the collard greens or the bread or the macaroni and cheese. Like, and you're supposed to express gratitude in that. Like, how do you do that? Like, you know, everybody's expecting me to be this happy person, but nobody is hearing me when I say this happened or that happened, and I'm just supposed to let everything go just because it's Thanksgiving? What do you guys think about that? Let's talk about that a little bit before I move on. Anybody ever thought about that? About a child? Even when you were younger? Hey D, thank you for joining. You guys ever thought about that when you were younger? You had to sit at the table with maybe somebody that had done something to you because you were afraid to share it with somebody because you didn't think that they would believe you, but you had to sit next to them and, you know, just go along with it. and eat next to them, and that's pretty rough, you know. So those are some of the things that I kind of wanted to talk about today. So I'm not going to keep you long, but I kind of wanted to just talk about it so that if you are experiencing that, and if you know somebody that is going through that, how can we help them? Because it's difficult, because they may not say anything. It may not, and you're absolutely right, Candy. Miss Candy, it traumatizes them all over again. It takes them right back to that abuse, right back to that place, right back to the moment. Like, I'm not sure if any of you guys have experienced anything, you know, people that have been abused, they can smell a certain fragrance and it takes them back to the abuse. It can look like somebody and it takes them back to the abuse. Like loss or grief, you know, typically when holidays come about, you go back to your grandmother's house, or you go back to this certain neighborhood, and you're looking at these pictures. That's grief and loss. You got to grieve that person all over again. So it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual abuse or physical abuse or anything, but you're going back to that loved one's house that's gone, who would normally be there for Thanksgiving or whatever that holiday is. And everybody wants you to be so happy-go-lucky when in actuality, you're still grieving for that person. But they want you to just be, oh, ha. Well, what about that person? Is that okay? What do you guys think? How would you feel if, you know, has this ever happened to somebody? Has that ever happened to anybody where you just are like, you know, nah, I'm not happy. Like, no, y'all can be happy, but I'm not, because this is what's going on with me. And who have you had to turn to when stuff like that happen? I want you guys to just kind of think about it for a second. All right, so what is gratitude? What does gratitude look like? Does it look like somebody buying something for you? Purse without my dad. Oh, okay. Sorry, Angie. Sorry to hear that. So gratitude is thanks, appreciation, pleasing when somebody is giving something to you, but they're doing it for you, but they're not forced or coerced to do it. You know, they're doing it on their own free will out of the goodness of their heart. But how many times, have you been in a situation where you've had to express gratitude and you really don't want to do it? How many times have you had to do that? And anybody ever been in a situation where you have to be like, oh, thank you, and deep down inside you're like, but I don't really mean that. I'm just saying it because I'm supposed to say it. It's being thankful regardless of what's happening. Good, D. Yes, good. So let's take what D said. D says being thankful regardless of what's happening. So let's change that a little bit. How would you feel if we say being thankful regardless of how you feel? So for this example, when you were little, you know, when you were a kid and your mom will say, tell her thank you. You better say thank you. And you're looking at her like, huh? Why I gotta tell her thank you? All I did was ask for some candy. She's supposed to give me that candy. And you looking like, why I gotta tell her thank you? Like, why I gotta tell her thank you? You know, why you forcing me to tell her thank you? Isn't that what she's supposed to do? You know, why? So that's depends on the situation. So that's not necessarily gratitude, but it's gratitude. But it's forced gratitude. Like your mama saying, you better tell her thank you. And you like, but I don't really mean that. You forcing me to do it. So that's how sometimes people with trauma feel when they have to sit next to somebody that has done something to them at the Thanksgiving table. Or every time they pass by them or they're in a situation with them. Like, you want me to be thankful? Like, really? So that's what I kind of wanted to frame in y'all mind today. Like, what happens to those people? You know, who's there for them when they really, you know, society has just made them feel guilty if they're not thankful. Think about that. What happened? Have you all ever encountered some people, anybody, and they be like, "Oh, well, I ain't saying thank you. I'm not thankful for that." Let's just be honest. How would you look at somebody and they say, "Oh, I'm not thankful for that"? They supposed to do that. I'm not thankful. In all honesty, how would you look at them? You probably look at them like, what do you mean? Like, you're supposed to say thank you. My mama taught me to be thankful. You're supposed to say thank you. But you don't know what's behind that and why they feel like that. But society has made them feel like, if you don't say thankful and if you are not thankful, something's wrong with you. But you ever thought that maybe something is wrong? They may be so hurt and it may be something so deep that they don't even know how to express gratitude, or when they do, it's not even real. It's fake. They're forced to do it because society tells them to do that. Okay, well, I'll say thank you, but when I get home, I'm going to cry, or I'm sad, or I'm depressed. But because society tells me to do it, I'm going to just be I'm just going to be grateful. I'm just going to be happy. I'm just going to tell everybody thank you. Imagine that. Society looks down on them when it's... Nobody ever says, be yourself. They just say, no, you're supposed to be grateful. You're supposed to express gratitude. But for a person that's been through a whole bunch of abuse, what do you think they feel like? Right? Has anybody ever heard of a diagnosis called SAD? Anybody know what SAD, a diagnosis of SAD is? Andrew says, as a teacher, she's been abused. I see things different with her students. Okay. Anybody ever heard, thank you, Andrew. Anybody ever heard of SAD, seasonal affective disorder? Anybody ever heard of that or know anything about it? So, seasonal affective disorder, have you guys noticed, it happens during the fall and winter months, but have you guys noticed with the time change, how it gets dark really fast? It gets dark and we lose the light. Have you all ever heard of the term winter blues? Anybody ever heard that? So basically, like, this stuff is really real. So basically, when the fall and winter comes and you lose that sunlight, people tend to get really, really depressed. It's like their brain has a chemical imbalance because of when it gets really, really dark like that, they get really sad and depressed. When they have the shorter daylight and less sunlight, they get really depressed. They start feeling sad, lose their appetite, they lose sleep. Like, it's really a diagnosis in the DSM-5. It really is. And they'll keep that for like January, February until things start to turn around a little bit. But they truly get depressed during those fall and winter months, and then it doesn't help